2004 on an 04 Subaru Impreza estate. It's a WRX, this one. It's the 2-litre turbo, 5-speed manual gearbox, showing just under 78,000 miles. Shows be showing good mileage, that one. And it is a blob eye as well. Right, bodywork wise, we'll start off the bonnet, work our way around the car, onto the interior, and then we'll do an engine start up. With it being black, the bonnet itself wants a good polish. It is a bit flat in places. We've got some tree sap marks and a few lighter scratches there in the paintwork, and a few bird poo marks on the bonnet itself. So it is a bit faded, but there's no major big dings or dents at all. Headlights, as you come down, are crack free on both sides, but again, a little bit of fade on those, so they want to polish as well. They'll polish up quite nicely. Across the front half, the grill's all right. You'll see it's still got the twin horns on them. We've got header yellow horns on. Down onto the lower section, left hand bumper corner, tiny little mark on the corner itself, but all in all, nice and tidy. A few little stone chips around the spotlight, driver lights there. As you come onto the right hand side, we're all okay on the bumper there. A little bit of a mark on the right hand corner right at the front there, but apart from that, all in all, nice and presentable across the front bumper. As we come up the driver's wing, no signs of any corrosion around the wing itself, but again, the paint is flat in places. It does want a good old polish. A few tiny little bits there on the driver's wing there, just above the wheel. On the arch itself, you'll see we've got these nice gold alloys all the way around. I'm not sure what mate they are. They look like ProDrive ones to me, but I'm not 100% sure on that. A little bit of corrosion on the stalks for the wipers, which is pretty standard for an Impreza. We're going to come up onto the roof now. The roof itself's all nice and straight, but again, once a good polish, it is a little bit flat in places. There's a few little bits in the paint itself where it's faded over time. As we come back down the driver's door, nice and straight down the door, a few little scratches here and there. There's no real lacquer peel anywhere on the handles or major scratches. There's a few little stone chips, but again, lovely and straight down the driver's door. As we come up the driver's rear door, again, nice and tidy. I'll repeat myself again about ones, you know, there is some light sponge scratches where it's been washed over the years, and it does want a good polish. We've got a few little stone chips on the back edge of the driver's door. The arch itself, which is more important than anything, looks to be nice and straight. As you come around the arch, I can't see any corrosion on the paint side of things. You've got a tiny little mark there. That's on the rear quarter. Around the petrol cap, no major scratch around there. And again, you can see it is a little bit flat in places on the rear quarter. I'll have a look at that wheel and tyre as well while we're here. As we work our way around onto the bumper corner, we're scuff free on the bumper corner. There's a few little marks here and there. And again, flat in places across the back bumper. We've got a few heavier scratches where stuff's been put in the boot over the years. Left hand bumper corner, tiny little scuff there on the corner. You can see that we've got the ProDrive exhaust. Nice and tidy across the rest of the back bumper. Like I say, there's a few scratches there. Light lenses are good on both sides. As you come work your way up the tailgate, we've got a little bit of a parking dent here on the tailgate itself and a scuff across the back, and some sort of heavier scratching on the right hand side of the tailgate. The camera's picking those up there. You can see that dent there. It's sort of at the top and underneath. Try and get a good look at that. Step through the back, you can see what I was talking about. The spoiler itself's all right. A few little marks on the spoiler itself, and again a little bit flat on the top half. As we come down the left hand side, we're all nice and tidy. We're going to go around that rear arch again nice and slowly. Tiny little bit at the front there on the passenger rear arch. I think this quarter's had some paint with it at some point because it's a lot shinier compared to the door. You can see that there. Again, the door is flat in places. This is passenger rear. A few little stone chips, but no major corrosion. And a few little bird poo marks on the passenger rear door. As you come up the front section onto passenger front door, we've got a few stone chips at the back edge. And again, some sponge scratches, some stone chips and a few bird poo marks. But again, it's nice and straight down that side. As we come round onto the passenger front wing, we're going to go nice and slow again. You've got a stone chip there and a little bit of a scratch there on the passenger front wing. But all in all, we're okay. Got the rest of it, a few little marks, like I say, here and there in the paintwork, but nice and straight down that side. A little bit of a parking dent there on the passenger front door. Onto the interior now. Driver's door card itself, nice and tidy, no major scratching around the window switches or the handles. The cloth's all good, there's no tears in that at all. The seat itself, we've got a little bit of wear on the bolster at the back there. You can see it's just nicked the piping and a few little bits at the bottom of the swab on the backrest. But apart from that, the rest of the seat's all nice and tidy. It's nice and firm as well. Black carpet set is nice as well. A little bit of wear at the wheel on the top half of the wheel. You'll see it's the standard Momo that's fitted to the UK cars. A little bit of wear to the top. Dashboard's crack free, nice and straight. As we come down the centre console, no aftermarket head unit, all original there. Like I say, it's the 5-speed manual gearbox, all nice and tidy in there. Dials are nice and clear, easy to be read. We'll have a look at the mileage there. If you can see that there, it's showing 77,758. So I'll just have a little zoom in there so you can have a look at that. All nice and presentable in there. Headlining, nice and clean. No rips or tears in that I can see. No unwanted smells either in here. All nice and straight. We go into driver's rear. We'll check out that bit there where we normally get some corrosion. Looks to be all straight there as well. Back seats are nice and tidy. No rips or tears. Backs of the seats themselves at the front are lovely and straight. Door card, no rips or tears. A little bit of a mark here on the door card, but apart from that, we've got no rips or tears. Nice and presentable in there. Into the boot now. Rams are all good, the boot's staying up. Parcel shelf is still there, nice to see that. Boot carpet itself's all okay, all presentable. No big nasty stains on there. We'll lift up the floor and we'll lift again. Have a look at the boot floor, space saver's still there. All nice and presentable in there. Onto the left hand rear. Door card again, nice and tidy, no unwanted marks on that at all. All nice and straight, as is the seat from the left hand side. We'll have a look at this door check as well while we're on. All nice and presentable on the left hand side. Passenger front door card again, lovely and straight, no rips or tears. No major marking around the handle or the window switches. All nice and clean in here. The seat itself showing minimal wear. We've got no rips or tears or unwanted stains on the seat itself. And again, the dashboard nice and clean from the left hand side. Onto the engine bay now. That's just James. To start this one, you've got to lock them. Look, it's a factory mobiliser, they've all got them. I want to get James to fire it up. Like I say, it's a 2-litre turbo. Yeah, you'll see. No unwanted noises or rattles from that. We've got an aftermarket dump valve. There, a forged one. I'll give it a tiny bit of a rev. All sounds okay to me in there. And there you have it, the 2004 and an 04 Subaru Impreza WRX Estate 2-litre turbo, 5-speed manual, that one.